Hello students. Today we are going to discuss chapter 5 acid bases and salts. As we already know in our daily life, we use large number of edible substances such as lemon, baking soda, tamarind, common salt and vinegar. Acid, bases and salts are the three important groups of chemical substances that are used by us in different ways. Large number of substances such as lemon, tamarind, common salt, sugar, and vinegar, they have different taste. Some of these substances taste sour, while some taste bitter, and some taste sweet, and even some taste salty. They taste different due to the presence of acid, base, or salt in them. Here we are going to discuss about acids and bases. The word acid comes from the Latin word acere, which means sour. Curd, lemon juice, orange juice, and vinegar taste sour. These substances taste sour because they contain acids. The chemical nature of such substances is acidic. The word acid comes from the Latin word acid, which means sour. The acid in these substances are nature acids, or we can say natural acids. Let us now discuss various different types of acids, and they are found in various substances. For example, hydrochloric acid that is present in stomach, sulfuric acid in car batteries, nitric acid as explosives, acetic acid in vinegar, carbonic acids in sodas, that carbonated beverages, phosphoric acid flavoring common acids, formic acid that has been uh, by the ant's sting, injected by the ant's sting, citric acid present in lemons, oranges, etc., all the citrus fruits, lactic acid that present in curd, oxalic acid that present in spinach, ascorbic acid that present in amla and few citrus fruits. Tartaric acid, it is present in tamarind, grapes, unripe mangoes, etc. Let us now discuss more about acids. As we had already discussed, these acids, they are of two different types, that is natural acids and artificial acids. Natural acids that found in plants and animals, they are weak acids. For example, lactic acid, acetic acid. While the artificial acids that are made in labs, they are oftenly very strong acids. For example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, etc. Here we are going to discuss about bases. Base, they are bitter to taste, they are soapy to touch. The water soluble base are often called as alkalis, all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. And these bases, they turn red litmus to blue. Their pH value is always greater than 7. Now here we are going to discuss various types of bases that found in various substances. For example, the calcium hydroxide that found in lime water, ammonium hydroxide that present in window cleaner, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, they are used in soaps, magnesium hydroxide that is present in milk of magnesia. Now here we are going to discuss about the various natural indicators that surrounded us. The very first is the litmus paper that is present in solution also. Turmeric we are having in our kitchen. China rose that also widely used. Phenolphthalein that is the artificial indicator. Now discuss in detail about the litmus, a natural dye. So the most common used indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichens. It has a mauve that is purple color in distilled water. When added to an acid solution, it turns red, and when added to basic solutions, it turns blue. It will be in the form of solution or in the form of strips of paper that are known as litmus paper. Generally, it is available as red and blue litmus papers. Turmeric is also another natural indicator. When turmeric powder is added in salty water, its color will be orange, or we can say a dark orange. When it is added in lemon, so the color becomes yellow. And it also gives different color in soapy water. Now here we are going to discuss the effect of turmeric solutions on different types of solutions. If we add turmeric solution in lemon juice, there will be no change. It means it is either acidic or neutral solution. If we add turmeric solution in orange juice, there will be no change. That confirms that it is either acidic or neutral. Also, when we add turmeric solution in vinegar, no color change will observe. This also clarifies that it is either acidic or neutral. Now, if we add turmeric solution in milk of magnesia, now it changes to red. It means the solution is basic. And if we add the turmeric solution in baking soda, that also changes to red. It means that also basic. And also when lime water, we add turmeric solution in lime water, that also changes to red. So this also confirms that it is a basic solution. But if we add turmeric solution in sugar, so it will observe no change. That means it is either acidic or neutral. And also the same will observed when we add in common salt. Here we are going to discuss China rose as an indicator. We use the colored water as an indicator by adding 5 drops of the indicator to the solutions. If the solution of China rose turns green, it means the given solution is a basic solution. and if get turns into bright pink or magenta, it means the given solution is acidic. Here we are going to discuss about the activity by using China rose as an indicator. We take the shampoo. The initial color of shampoo is milky. As we add the China rose, so it changes into green. In lemon juice, the initial color is dirty white, and when we add the China rose, the color changes to magenta. Then we take the soda water, initial color is colorless. So as we add the China rose, now it appears green. Similarly with sodium hydrogen carbonate solution, vinegar, so they all produces different colors, that is either green or magenta. If we can check the color of sugar solution also. Now it is a colorless solution. As you add China rose solution, so you observe no change. Means it is neither acidic nor basic. Same with the common salt solution. Here we are going to discuss about the acid rain. The emission of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides when react with water vapors in the atmosphere. So they produces two harmful acids, that is sulfuric acid and nitric acid, which is the main cause of acid rain. Natural sources like volcanoes, forest fires, and lightning strikes also add to the man made pollution. Sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, trioxide, whatsoever. So they become acid whenever they enter the atmosphere and come in contact with the water vapors. So they are the main contents of acids, that is acid rain. Here we are going to discuss about the important chemical reaction, that is neutralization. This reaction, that reaction occurs between an acid and a base, and that's why it is called neutralization reaction. Salt and water are produced in this process. With the evolution of heat, the, the evolved heat raises the temperature of the reaction mixture. In a neutralization reaction, an acid and a base react to form water and a salt, and involves the combination of H positive ions and OH negative ions to generate water. The neutralization of a strong acid and strong base has a pH equal to 7. Now here we are going to discuss various examples of neutralization reaction. That, as we had discussed already, the chemical reaction between acid and bases is called neutralization. Now here bases, when which are dissolved in water, they are called alkalis. So we can say the reaction between acid and alkali is also called a neutralization. The mixture of salt and water is neutral, so its pH is 7. The chemical reaction between acid and alkali can be written as, let us take the example for hydrogen chloride, chloric acid, hydrogen chloride, and sodium hydroxide. So they, when they react with each other, they produces the salt, that is sodium chloride, and water is being in the liquid form formed. Now another example, nitric acid that is HNO3, when reacts with potassium hydroxide, that is KOH, that gives potassium nitrate, which is a salt, and water. Here we are going to discuss about the neutralization that takes place in everyday life. For example, in indigestion. Indigestion, our stomach contains hydrochloric acid, as we already know. So it helps us to digest the food. But too much acid in the stomach causes indigestion. To relieve indigestion, we take an antacid like milk of magnesia. The milk of magnesia contains magnesium hydroxide. This neutralizes the effect of acid. So, in this way, too much acid that produced in the stomach get neutralized. Here we are going to discuss about the ant bite. The neutralization reaction is helpful when an ant such as wasp that stings on our body to inject alkali. So to neutralize them, we use an acid such as vinegar. Also when bee stings, so they are acidic. They injected acids in our body. So to neutralize them, we use the alkalis such as baking soda. So acid and base, they both neutralizes each other. The effect of acid is being neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda or calamine solution, which contains zinc carbonate. Here we are going to discuss the neutralization reaction that plays an important role while treating the soil. As we all know, excessive use of chemical fertilizers makes the soil acidic. So when the soil is too acidic, it is treated with bases like quicklime, that is calcium oxide, or slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide. If the soil is basic, for example, organic matter, compost, is being added to it. Organic matter release acids which neutralizes the basic nature of the soil. So in this way, so both acids and bases, so they neutralizes and we are able to get the soil of appropriate pH, which is helpful for the growth of crops. Industrial revolution also produces some harmful impacts like in the form of factory waste. So the waste of many factories contain acids. If they are allowed to flow into the water bodies, the acids will kill fish and other aquatic organisms. The factory waste are therefore should be neutralized by adding some basic substances. So a special treatment should be done before before flowing them into the water bodies. Thank you. Have a nice day. Keep smiling always. Do more of what makes you happy. That's all. Have a nice day again.